Yo, yo, yo. When I wake up early in the morning. Good morning. Who does this song? Oh, it's the Beatles. Revolver. One of my favorites, actually, by them. I think a lot of my friends don't appreciate the Beatles. And, like, I get it. If you only listen to, like, their greatest hits, they can definitely seem like this, like, kind of average, I don't know what to say, like, very, very generic band, but they have, like, so many different sounds outside of their greatest hits, and it's very impressive. What's up, Sinister Kraken? How you doing? And so, like, something I try to do is get them to listen to, like, Revolver and some of their other albums that are, like, way different than the stuff that's always on the radio, because they're so freaking good. Alright, one second. I'm gonna get out of the menu music. I wanted to watch the intro to this Spylo video. It's like 2 hours long, so probably not the whole thing. But
I've been coaching and teaching for over 15 years, and by far the most common problem with all of my students in anything that I've ever taught or coached is an unhealthy relationship with competition. And I don't necessarily mean that they can't lose gracefully. I mean people that are scared of or just hate the concept of competition as a whole and sometimes just avoid it entirely. And to be fair, that can be earned. We have oftentimes a really unhealthy relationship, either culturally or individually, with competition and what it's supposed to be. Is it only good if you're trying to be the best? What does it mean to be the best? What do you have to sacrifice to be the best? And is it even worth becoming the best? Today we're gonna be taking a very careful look at a lot of these problems and what...
I think that's like something for me that I really struggle with, like competing and not trying to be the best. I don't even know if I want to be the best like Hulk player. I'm not the best Hulk player, but I've always wanted to be the best at juggling. And like I don't know, maybe I am. Maybe I'm in the top 3. I can't tell you, but like the obsessive part of that, like I need to practice every day, the unhealthiness of striving for even just like such a small goal is
competition is really
crazy. I
supposed to
couldn't
be.
imagine trying to be like the best in the NBA or something like that.
Joined by my wife Pepper, who's been coaching and teaching mixed martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and Muay Thai for over a decade, and my good Overwatch coaching friend Stefano, who's also a licensed therapist. We're gonna be really dissecting the idea of what competition is supposed to be, what it means to be great, and what the average Joe can actually do, not just to better themselves, but to actually have a much better relationship with competition and self-improvement as a whole. There's a lot of topics discussed here, and there's a lot of nuance and things to delve into deeply, so I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So, okay. Pepper, you were the one that kind of set this up, and you've got the script and all the topics you wanted to talk about. So I'm going to let you run point here, but I will start by like introducing everybody to everybody here. Pepper, introduce yourself.
Hi.
I have a Twitch command for you, but that ain't gonna
it's okay. Competitive endeavors, Overwatch obviously being one of them, and that's how I can deal with Spylo. Side note. But I do competitive jiu-jitsu. I'm a kids jiu-jitsu instructor, and I've lived with Spylo long enough to have seen a lot of the behind the scenes of Overwatch League and competitive Overwatch. So for me, Spylo and I've had all these conversations about the overlap between my competing and competitive Overwatch and just all this competition stuff in general. So I brought it to Spylo. I was like, man, I feel like I can't be the only person that has a really bad Overwatch player, but a very competitive person has questions about, am I doing what I need to do to feel successful, where I am never going to be a, an Overwatch, like a professional Overwatch player. And I would go so far as to say I'm not even going to ever be like a 1% professional jiu-jitsu athlete, but I want to feel successful at what I'm doing. So how does that work? Which I guess kind of leads into Stefano and his cat, because Stefano, I'll let you kind of
pressing keys on the keyboard. Yeah.
I'll let you kind of share about your background and your list of accomplishments that brings you into this conversation. But the first person I thought of when I was like, man, I want to kind of dig into this was you. Oprah Winfrey, and
What's
then
up,
Stefano
Lisa?
after
How
that,
you
and I
doing?
was
Yeah,
like,
she wasn't available for it, so yeah, it's unfortunate.
so I was like, man, you know, I feel like this would be the guy to talk about
I'm gonna
this
skip
stuff.
around a little
So yeah,
bit.
Stefano, give us
Yeah,
your
I know some
accolades.
stuff. Yeah, so like,
Some
I'm
stuff.
big into psychology. I study psychology pretty much different types of individuals, and all different types of mental health disorders, you know, whatever. And so I know a lot of things about that kind of stuff, and I follow like the literature and things. And then one of the main ways that I make money outside of that is that I like to do coaching. So
Incredible.
there's similarities you see and everything.
He does
But
coaching.
one thing that I found from doing a lot is like that psychology and understanding humans. There's a lot of overlap there between how you coach things and how you talk to people and how you do therapy, and understanding people I think is the key. And so I don't know that much. I don't know everything, but I know some stuff. And so yeah, so I'm here to. Yeah.
And I'm Spilo and I have bad hair. That's all. That's all.
I was like, we all know who Spilo is. We don't need to talk about Spilo. No,
I'm
but
wearing a
you
mushroom
know,
shirt as well. So
that's my shirt.
yeah, well, it fits. So
That's literally my
I wear
shirt.
Jenna's shirts
No, so
all
I guess
the
to
time.
start things off, to kind of give some backstory, last spring, after having a lot of unintentional time off due to injuries and stuff like that, I decided to get back into doing competitive jiu-jitsu. And I never really thought about what it means to like feel successful outside of winning, you know, because I was actually reading Atomic Habits, which Spilo's been getting on me to read for like months and months and months. And I came across a quote that said, winners and losers both want the same thing. And I was like, oh, like, it just never occurred to me that, you know, like you think about like, oh, well, if I want to be successful, I have to win, which means need to want to win, and that's how I'm going to win, and that's going to be success. But it's like, wait a second, everybody wants to win. Like if you said, oh, do you want $1 million? Most people would be like, yeah, of course I do, you know? So I kind of went through this like awakening almost where, you know, I started getting back into competing last summer or spring, and I was like, yeah, I really want to win. Yeah, okay, as long as I want to win and I like try really hard and I do everything I physically can, like, you know, yeah, then I'm going to win, and that's how I'm going to be successful. But then I kind of started to think about it more, and I'm like, man, well, this puts a lot of pressure on me because, you know, if the whole like reason I'm going to feel successful is because I'm winning, there's so much out of my control when it comes to winning, you know. And for Overwatch, it's like you queue up and you get a map you're not good at, or you queue up and you get some guy that's like can only play Widowmaker and they won't swap. It's
not
like
even well at that either. So
shut up. So it's like, you know, all these things are outside of your control when it comes to just focusing on winning. So I guess my first question for you would be, you have somebody that's playing Overwatch like me,
That's so
who is
mean.
at best like mid-gold, and they're just not like, I don't say it's not that they're talented enough. You know, I think if I put in more time, if I was doing as much Overwatch as Philo, I could do more. But for the time I want to put in, it's going to be very frustrating for me to go, well, I'm not going to be successful unless I hit Diamond or Masters or whatever. I'm not going to be successful unless I do that. But clearly it's not like, it would take more of like a miracle than like my game plan working out for me to hit Diamond or Masters with the amount of time I'm playing. And there's a lot of players, I hear Spilo talking to them all the time, where they're like, I want to hit this rank, and he's like, how much you playing? You know, and I think that could be, sorry if you're one of those people, guys.
No, I mean, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of dudes, I'll see the thing where it's like, oh yeah, like, I'm thinking about, you know, being GM or getting to like the Overwatch CS level, and it's like, wait, you have 300 hours in the game, okay, and you play this often, it's like, oh, I mean, yeah, I
Well, right.
maybe underestimating a bit of the, but there's something, I think that's what you're getting at, is there's something there where it's like like for some reason, there's a very large majority of people who play this game and do other things where it's like there's something there that's like success, I don't want to play this unless I consider myself successful or I make these external validations like matter, and for some reason like most people will just jump straight to the top because that's the only way that they can see themselves. Like they wouldn't feel good if they were like Diamond or Master or something like that. They jump immediately to the highest prize or something like that.
a lot of identity with people kind of drives actions, and a lot of most people that come to me, obviously it's a bit of selection bias, see themselves as winners, and the problem with that is that they will refuse to participate in something unless they're doing it exceptionally well based off of their own parameters.
I'm gonna watch the rest of this, but that is a really interesting one. The thumbnail looked thought-provoking, so I wanted to click on that and just watch a little bit of it. It's 2 hours long though. But I love when Spilo does the more like psychology of competing and stuff like that. Those are the most interesting ones to me. I do hear that like all the time. Like people are like, "Oh man, I want to get to eternity or like one above all or whatever, but I'm stuck GM, so I haven't played the game this season." And I'm like, well like how are you gonna get there, bro? And then they'll always be like, well, it's just not a good season for me. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a worse season for you next season if you don't play now, though. Like, drop the rank. You just gotta do it. Gotta get on and finish your storm quests. Yeah, it's pretty good. But also, like, I've always been like, if you're like a single dad, if you're like a stay-at-home, not a stay-at-home, just a dad, 9 to 5 dad, that's what I'm looking for, and you got like 2 hours on a good night to play the game, like, and you make it to gold, you are doing phenomenally well. Like, I'm actually way more impressed by that person. They're probably so efficient at training and playing the game and thinking, like, you know, little energy you have as a dad. You're able to make it to gold in Overwatch. Let's just talk about like how ridiculous like skill level has become in games like this too. Like just aiming at like gold in Overwatch is crazy compared to when Overwatch released, right? Like the average person's aim is way better now than what it was 10 years ago. Like it's insane. Like the people that are in my games that, like, if I show myself for half a second too long, my health pool just is deleted. Yeah, I mean, sure, like everybody's gonna say the average player is where... Everybody's gonna say people at their rank or the rank lower is stupid, and everybody's gonna pick on the average rank or the ones below it, and like... But honestly, if you think about the amount of things that you have to know and do and like... experience that you have to have in order to play at a gold level in Overwatch 8 years after its release, that's insane. For most people, they couldn't do that. They couldn't start playing Overwatch and within like 6 months get to gold. For most people, unless they're really experienced in like a different shooter. I know, dude. Yeah, people just call top 0.1% like it's low elo, and I'm like, dude, it's not. You're just insane. Isn't it better to just feel like you're insane, you know, rather than shit on people who are like actually really good at the game? What do you recommend for the second jump binding for b-hopping on controller? I just read a comment on one of my YouTube videos that one of the triggers works for them. I think probably you're on bumper jumper, right? If you want to do it. So like, but then if you have it on one of the triggers, you can alternate between the two, and I heard that was easier, so maybe give that a try. Yeah, I think it really depends on comfort though, and like it could be both bumpers, it could be a bumper and a trigger. If you have a controller with like maybe the back buttons, maybe some of those, maybe one of those, since those fingers are free. Play Hulk on the steering wheel, you got it. Accelerators jump. Oh, I forgot to update my crash out counter. Did I? Yeah, I did. Let me change that real quick. 42. We're running out of numbers soon. How high do they go? Yo, I've heard b-hopping's insane on console. I'm sorry. It's tough. I've been able to do it with spacebar, which is some of the difficulty, but I do think there's just increased input latency on console that's unavoidable. So like that's like an extra difficulty that I don't know how to overcome. Am I wrong on that? There's extra input lag, right? Especially if you're wireless, right? Or has technology come very far since I played console regularly? Well, the new consoles are locked at like 120, aren't they? Yeah, I think PS5, the latest generations either do 120. I think it's 120. Actually, like a really big, meaningful upgrade. Nobody cares about 4K. We just want those frame rates. I can play at 480p. I don't give a fuck. I'll get into a ranked game here soon. A couple more juggles. My mom's coming in town today. Might have to end the stream a little early. She said she was gonna take a nap when she got here, though. So probably not. Probably stream the same amount. Close to it. Yo, so this morning, my house has been kind of unorganized for a little bit. We just moved. It's not like dirty, like I think we try to keep it not gross, but like it's just like some things are unorganized, right? And like I've had this like small piece of paper like on the ground for probably about a month now, and I've walked past it like several times, and I'm like, it's fine, I know where it is. Subconsciously, I knew what it was important, but I never really consciously turned my attention to it. If you don't have ADHD, this is going to sound really strange. But it's just been in the middle of the floor, in the kitchen, like, on the ground. Very inappropriate place for this thing to be. I consciously looked at it today and was like, that is my social security card. That is an insane place to leave my social security card. I don't know how it got there. I don't know how I went a whole month walking past it, recognizing it was my social security card, but never really having the thought of, hey, I should actually put that in a location that isn't the middle of the floor. It wasn't like, oh, that's just a pile of documents that I have in the middle of the floor that I plan on occupying. It was just alone. On the ground. There's the key to my house under the couch. But part of me was fine with it because I knew, like, it wasn't going anywhere, you know? I knew I wasn't gonna cover it up with something else. But as I thought about it, I was like, that is a insane thing to do. Oh yeah, the wall hop is super difficult. Yeah, the back to the wall is probably the best way I've heard for console. But somebody was telling me even that's really difficult to do. But it is possible. I have seen some on the Reddit, some console Hulks be able to pull off the one off of like corners like this and stuff. I'm struggling to do it right now. Honestly, I know there's like a loss of momentum, but I honestly do it like that more often than not because like it's just easier to land more consistently. And if you do it right, you don't lose it. Yo, what's up, Happy K Time? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. like 3 games off of Celestial, I believe. If I can continue to mechanically execute like I was yesterday, we'll get there. It's just, that's so inconsistent. It's like, yeah, I just gotta hit my shots. Just doesn't work like that. I think I'm trying to be better about accepting my own inconsistency. And something I've realized, this might be helpful for you guys as well, is like after I have a day where I'm hitting everything, like yesterday, where I'm just like cracked out of my mind, I'll go today, I'll start my grinding session, and I'll be playing like average. But because I like had such a good day yesterday, like I'll have this unreasonable expectation that, oh, I'm just gonna go do that. And so my average performance, I start feeling bad about it. And I start being like, oh man, I suck. When in reality, it's just like, no, I was just really good yesterday. I was just feeling it. And today I can still do good. It just isn't gonna be, I can't expect myself to reach my own peak every day, you know? Real concern is, when will Hulk get another skin? Just got like 4. Yeah, I know. We need more Hulk skins, and the sucky thing is like none of the Hulk skins are really competitive viable on an account where you're like actually trying to climb and reach new peaks, because like the skins are actually pay to lose. They take up more screen space during your ultimate, and even during not your ultimate, like the Joe Fixit skin's just massive. Do you think the 3D modelers get a bonus if they make Gooner skins? I hope so. They deserve bonuses for giving us such incredible assets. Red Hulk will go crazy. I'm honestly hoping he's a separate character, and that we have like a very similar, like, you know how Phoenix is very similar to Hela, where she's just kind of a slight variation of Hela. She's different enough to be her own character, but it's more like a fighting game with like Marth and like Ike, or the Final Fantasy characters in Smash Brothers is what I mean, where they're like just slight variations of one another. I think that's a good thing that this game is doing that a lot of hero shooters don't do. And I would love to see another Hulk-like character that has similar skill expression, but has some nuance and differences to him as well. They did say they weren't going to give any skins like that, so I don't think we're going to get a Red Hulk skin. Because I think they said, like, they want each character to be their own. She-Hulk would be pretty rad. I am a She-Hulk fan. The skins will go crazy. My wallet will be empty. And my pants will be full. Strongest cheeks of all time. Have you guys seen the SpongeBob anime? It's awesome. I just watched the full thing the other day, and Sandy has like, they animated it like an anime, and Sandy is like, Sandy can get it, you know? Like, she actually worthy of the name Sandy Cheeks, and I just find that so funny. They're like, Sandy's gonna be the fan service character. They do all the tropes of shonen anime. It's so well made. I know, man. I know she's a squirrel. I'm trying my best. I'm just a man. Okay. I'm gonna hit one of these eventually.
They're about to Jeff NATO.
I'll try to
Guys
get
spread out when they do. Nice. I'm a Mantis. No sleep. Oh, they double. We're good. Oh, fuck. Okay. Wait, I was greedy. In Moon Knight. Okay, sick.
I don't have all spread out.
Okay, good enough. Ultron on the ground. Oh.
Ultron dead.
Oh my god. King of the Skies over here. Oh, I just died though.
Y'all are even.
Good banner.
I'm on my way back.
They got it, I think.
Buff me, mentor.
DTP back cap.
Drag down.
Thank you. I'll get on this point soon.
CP here's flexible, so I can't CP for you like out the door. Are you DPing anything?
I should have TP'd.
Oh, alright,
Yeah, my bad. I thought about
so
doing
fucking
it
far.
and then I should have done it. Yeah, it sucks.
No, you good.
Good start to the day mechanically. I think my awareness
Just
is a
regroup.
little rough. I open my eyes a little bit. I feel like that's been the case every day with this game, more so in Overwatch, because like 66, very visually cluttered. It's just like so much is going on, and my brain like has to take like a second to like get with it. Retreat your thing, your res. I couldn't say that fast enough. I don't know.
Oh my god, really? Do we need more healing?
They're not really pushing cart too much.
Alright, we get them out.
Yo, Mantis is kind of meta.
They
right
might
now,
be
guys.
ricocheting your
Nobody kind
clones
of know that, but
with the Moon Knight.
wait, what? What is going on?
Well, we only have one healer now.
First ever nade kill? I don't know. I've gotten a
Then switch
couple
to
before,
Squirrel.
but yeah, they're pretty rare.
I guess he would be.
Fuck, my bad.
I love just getting the throwers on your team.
I'll TP back down a point for me if you have to.
Perhaps need more heat. I don't know.
Oh, we used TP. Oh my god. I didn't know we had used it. Yeah, like my awareness is way down right now. My team's got this, I believe. Nice.
You're possibly in that spot. I have all undesirable.
Yeah, I'm playing I'm kind of feeding. You can do better.
Heal me hard, heal me hard.
First game stuff. My team is actually carrying, other than Squirrel Girl. They are all doing fantastic. Me and Squirrel Girl are making some slack for the team to pick up. Not gonna lie. But they are picking it up like crazy.
Low on the ground. Wrapping us.
TP in.
I gotta turn my voice chat volume up, but I think I'll have to do that in between rounds here. Minute and a half, not too bad. I stepped this up, we got this.
Dreams, just play Ultron
No,
or
I'm
something.
getting like crazy input or lag. Strange coming in for ulti. Not there to stop it.
I'm ulting Loki. Do you have lamp?
Yeah, it's just like go Mantis, play triple if you need to, and just like boost your best DPS is kind of meta right now. It's kind of crazy. You just like it's just like let a DPS like solo carry with damage boost. Those metas have never been fun in Overwatch. Wait, how do I not knock him off the wall there?
Oh.
What the fuck? Going too far. Constantly. Nice.
Out in the I just felt like we were dying so much.
Yeah, this is my first game. I was kind of feeding a lot. My bad. I'm gonna step it up round 2. Be okay.
Science solves problems.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
This game is definitely winnable. It's just Jeff Natos was carrying them
Right,
and the
so
triple.
we're attack now, yeah?
Is attacking.
Yeah, we win. On the attack side.
We're attacking, right?
I say Sai, if you're gonna go Sai, just save your ult for Jeff
No,
Nato
this
and you
guy's
kill
loud
right
as
through it.
fuck. Like I don't know. Maybe that guy's just quiet. Going back down.
What do you mean?
Your ult kills their ult, and you don't take no damage.
Next season is about Loki Luna with Adam Soul
So you'll
Bond.
kill 2 with one ult.
Group
Easy.
Mantis Loki looks pretty good too. Throw on Luna as well. Or just play, yeah, probably Luna as well. But I guess with the healing walls, Mantis might be enough. I don't know. With the team up. Loki's looking good though. Loki Groot. Groot's going back in the ban slot. If I had to guess. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to see how it looks, but the increased like immortality fields and seems pretty ridiculous. But somebody was telling me it's just maybe just a damage boost on the outside of the ring. Is that true, or is it all immortality? If it's all immortality, it seems ridiculous to me. Not like a... Not in a way that's more ridiculous than most of the stuff they do in this game, but... I was close. I deserved to die there. No regs, though. They do a lot with Storm Iron. Mantis. It's kind of crazy. Just getting burned. I had a hard dive, I think. Oh, they're not on Mantis anymore. Just Storm damage boosting. Iron 1. Nice. Yeah, they're playing Iron Storm into Psylocke Hulk, which is kind of insane. Sire carrying. No, the bridge. Okay.
Iron Man's about to ult.
Ow. Bro, I did not deserve this W. But my Psy and my Namor are crazy. I just got better DPS this game.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm doing worse than the other Hulk. I don't know. Maybe I am. I've had good moments. Let's deal with that. I'm gonna just push forward. GG.
GG, yeah.
Yeah, I did not deserve that W. I'll take it. just avoid the other Hulk Lord. I don't want to play Mag. I think he did okay. I honestly didn't pay that much attention to him. He was not doing the worst on their team. It was just I just want to play Hulk. I don't want one of us to not be on our main. I'm going to a place in OKC tonight called Thai Kitchen. Very original. It's got the most generic name. All right. This place has the worst hours. Like they're literally open from like 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then they're closed for like a couple hours, and then they're open from like 3 p. or for an hour, and then I think they're open from like 3 p.m. to like